Hey dudes and chicks, and neither of those rules don't apply to you. Welcome to Make for Last Time. My name is Katie. Today I'm going to be doing two looks with the Nomad Cosmetics Provence Fetes de Provence palette. So there, motherfuckers. The color story looks like this. If you guys are interested in seeing how I got these looks or hearing my final thoughts on the palette upon using it more, then hang out. Okay, I'm going in with my Voldemort M506, and I'm going to start with the color Vendange. Idiot. Why am I an idiot? Because I don't speak French. Why does that, what about that makes me an idiot? I'm going to stop right now. Oh my gosh, that just blended like so easily. Wow, this palette is really fun. It's a good time. That's perfection. Beauty. She's a beaut. And then I'm gonna go in with my my Zoeva 227, and I'm gonna go into Rosé. This looks probably just going to be a big fat piece of cake. Okay, this pastel is pretty pigmented. I'm just going 50% on and 50% off. And it almost covers that. I don't know, there's grapes on there. I'm not sure if it means like grapes or wine or what the deal is. But I have really been liking a dark inner corner lately. So I'm going to keep moving with that. For my inner corner, I'm going to use my Kaleidos S3, and I'm going to go into the color Côte d'Azur. I know that when you, like, when there's a D with an apostrophe, you don't put a space in between it. It's like d'Azur. Oh, like, I guess this isn't that dark. I'm not that much in love with that, but that happens a lot when I'm like doing a look and it's in its beginning phases. I'm just going back through the colors and building them up, blending them out. Man, that pink is cute. Both of these pinks are super cute. Okay, I like what's going on there in the inner corner. Like, I'm starting to fix it. I'm just using that Kaleidos brush with no additional product to kind of just give it a little blendy poo. Actually, it's turning into the purple that's like sitting right next to it because I'm mixing it with the pink. Damn, that blend is literally perfection. No additional product on this brush, just giving it a little blendy poo. She never will, she never will. With my P. Louise Worldy brush number 143, it's this tiny. I'm going to go into Hot Alps and just kind of deepen up the outer V right there. Get it just above the brow bone. I'll show you guys. So that you can see it. Man, I love this fucking palette. It's so good. So much fun. I'm going to use my P. Louise cut crease brush to put on my NYX glitter primer. And then with my Zoeva 232, it's the bigger flat shadow brush, I'm going to go into Flute à Corset, Flute à Corset. Hopefully that's what I'm going to do. Oh, dude, that's good shit. It's very subtle, but honestly, I think it was meant to be a highlight, inner corner highlight, but it is super shifty and super pretty. And honestly, matches what I wanted really well. I'm going to use Diamond Dasher as my inner corner highlight because that's what I'm wearing as my highlighter. I just went to work like that. So I'm going to use my Unearthly Cosmetics 86, the pencil brush. I think the color that I'm wearing is supposed to be an inner corner highlight shade, and to that end, it would be beautiful. It honestly... Okay, I'm just going to go into Vendange. That blend is a good time. Yeah, I'm not that stoked about this as the inner corner highlight. I'm gonna go finish the rest of my face and I'll be back when I'm done. So this is the finished look number 1. Let me know what you guys think. I love it. I think it's super cute. It's actually a little pinker than I thought. I used my, my head's like, I had an ex-boyfriend when we were tweaking who used to move his head like that when we were in the car, and I'd be like, dude, stop bobbing your head back and forth. You look like you're watching a fucking tennis fucking... I use my Menagerie R3 blush palette, and I use the color Cloudberry, which I probably would have used my Alien Cosmetics in Pop if I would have known that it was going to be this pink. This color right here is a lot pinker than I thought it was going to be. I still love it. It's just a lot. I thought this look with the gray and it was going to be a little bit more down, but it's not. It's like super bright and cheerful. So anyways, I did go back and put some of this right here on my brow bone, and I went in and put a little tiny bit of this on the middle of my lid just to kind of spruce it up a little bit. Honestly, like, I think it's pretty, but it is a little bit muted compared to what I normally do. I use my Rouge and Rogue eye wigs in Electra, and I did get to use the Lippy, which I actually wore this morning to work. I use my Diamond Dasher highlighter and kind of just put this every fucking where. So I do like the lip gloss. I am gonna say I will always choose a lip gloss that smells good. So it's pretty, it looks good, it's super pretty, it wears good, it's super comfortable. I just have lip glosses this color that smell good, so I feel like I will always... Oh, I also used Woodstock in my waterline. So anyways, let's move on to the second look, and yeah, so here we go. Bye. Okay, bye. I'm primed with my ABH primer, which often happens when I use my ABH primer. I end up really liking it, and then I use it again for a little while until I get sick of it. So I'm going to use my Alter Ego number 4, and I'm going to go into the color Macaron. And I'm going to cover my entire lid with this. That's a really pretty color. I'm just gonna build this until I like it. I want something a little more grungy today, so Blend like a dream. Filled in the crease. Like, it didn't leave any line in the crease at all. I didn't even have to mess with it. I wonder what it is that makes the difference between a formula that, like, lays in the crease and a formula that does not. I'm just tapping out this edge to make sure it blends, not like I'm going to need any help. This is a really good formula. I'm going to go in with a Voldemort M506, and I'm going to go into the color Miel de Lavande. And I'm just going to start going 50% on and 50% off, just tapping it. I'm just going to build this up right here. And I'm going to use a Voldemort M506 again, and I'm going to go into the color Macaron and just start blending out this harsh line. I could have probably done it with the Alter Ego brush, but it just seems a little bit easier. I'm actually feeling a little tense right now. I'm tensing up. That looks spectacular. Back into the yellow, and I'm just going to build this up. And this palette is really good. I'm going to use a Crown C528. And I'm going to go into the color Kaleidos. And I'm just going to put this on the touch on the brow bone. This color is super faint. And then I'm going to go on the outside. I don't know if I like this very much, and honestly, I kind of knew I wouldn't. Why did I do it? Let me just see if I can make it right. I mean, it'll be alright, it's just... I'm just like building up the yellow so I can blend it in. I really just wanted the faintest hint of peach right there. Just going into the yellow with no additional product and trying to just get a better blend on that, so it's just like the hint. And back into Macaron. I don't know if you pronounce the S or not, honestly. Just packing this back onto the lid. And I'm going to run this along my lower lash line. Into the yellow. I'm going to use my Jessup 221, and I'm going to go into that yellow and kind of blow this out a little bit under here. and everywhere actually. And I'm just gonna build this right here in the outer corner because I feel like this really lacks dimension. I'm gonna use my Zoeva 230, I think it is, my Zoeva 230, and I'm gonna use the color, this dark gray. I'm tired of trying to pronounce it and getting it wrong. I'm fucking forgetting to look it up. I'm just literally I'm gonna build this up over the top of that so that I don't want gray in there. I'm gonna use my Rephr 03 and I'm gonna go into the color Navette and use that as my inner corner highlight and maybe something else. Not sure. Spray the brush with my MAC Fix Plus. All right, I'm just gonna touch my finger. That's so much. Like and I'm just gonna kind of That actually looks really good for what it is. It just goes to show you anybody can do anything, any style. This is the final look. Actually, I'm just gonna put, since I did that, all that, I'm gonna do a little brow bone highlight. This color Navette is really fucking pretty. I just, okay. So, it's like a peach to golden shift. It's really fucking nice. Okay, I'm gonna go finish the rest of my face and I'll be back when I'm done. So this is the manifesto, the pièce de résistance. This is the finished look number 2. I like it, it's good. I used my Kaleidos Cloud Lab Lip Clay in Terra, my Urban Decay 24/7 gel liner in Torch, my Arthurine blush palette in Persimmon, and my Rouge and Rogue eye wigs in, I don't know, honestly, they're mixed up. You know how it goes at this point. And then I actually use my Nomad Studio 54 highlighter. I don't ever use this because the formula is just not really my preference, but it seemed to match really well, and so I used it, and it worked nicely. Honestly, it worked nicely. I think that the reason why I don't care for this formula is because of the way that it feels and not because of the way that it performs. It's like, it feels like it's got hard pan, but it doesn't. Anyways, that's not the point, is it? Okay, so a few final thoughts on this palette. I love this palette, and honestly, I feel like both the looks that I did in this video do not do this palette any justice. I love every color. This color right here is so special and shifty. If you can see it on my eyes, it actually looks like peach in some spots and golden in other spots, and the way that it fades is like so... I don't know, it's just really pleasing and it makes me really happy. It's like a nice rose gold right there, but in places it really looks peach, like right there, and then it actually really shifts to gold if you can. I don't know if you guys can see it, but anyways, I really like it. You can tell that it looks really yellow, like on the outside here. Okay, so the thing, this color right here, the yellow shift, love it. It's great. It just shifts to green, and so that's kind of that's hard for me. I can't. It might shift. It shifts to purple too, but it just has that green shift. And when I use it on my lid, that was like the color that I saw the most. And so, as much as I like it, it just didn't really match the looks that I could make out of this palette. So. I love this motherfucker. This is definitely making my best of 2022. Like, honestly, I love this palette. It's so great. So honestly, anything I could say about it, it would just be like me like reaching. I'm grasping at straws to try to give you guys some kind of critique on it because it's fucking perfection. I have no fucking complaints. I'm just fucking fabricating complaints so you guys don't think I'm like fucking sucking your dick to fucking get you to fucking like this palette. So anyways, yeah, that's it. I hope you guys love the looks. I hope you guys love this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell because you can't wait to see what happens next. Hit the like button if you like these looks or if you just like my sparkling personality and my boyish charm, and hang out with me in the comments because I fucking love it. If you got like halfway through this video and you're like, oh my god, she's so fucking pretty till she opens her fucking mouth, then go check me out on Instagram. I don't talk as much on Instagram. And if you guys were like, don't sugarcoat it, Katie, why don't you tell us how you really feel, then go check out my Patreon. I'll be going live at 2 o'clock every Sunday Mountain Standard Time. Thank you so much for watching. You could have been anywhere, but you were here wasting your time with me, and I totally appreciate you. Later.